Could we talk about a topic that's very difficult for me? That being the sad state of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Retribution. Yes, that's right. I've been streaming the game now for about 5 to 6 hours, and I gotta say, this game should have never been launched in this state. It seems to be so common these days, which is really a shame. And so let's break down all of the reasons here. Back in January 23, 2020, Skydance Interactive graced us with what is, in my opinion, one of the greatest PCVR games ever made, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Everything about that game was a masterpiece. From the stylistic artwork to the story to the gameplay, it created this amazing, tense, lonely, apocalyptic atmosphere, and the environment, it had this nice open world feel to it. It was just brilliant. Then we got the amazing DLC Aftershocks, which I actually have more hours in and loved more than the base game. So I was super excited to get my hands on Retribution and waited for the PC release because, let's face it, Saints and Sinners on the Quest 2 was fugly. I just didn't want to ruin my experience. Well, it's here, and, well, it's not good. Let's start with the graphics. There's something about this one that feels cheaper graphically speaking. I noticed right away in the beginning when you find yourself sitting there with Henri. He just didn't look as good as he did in the original game. As a matter of fact, none of the new character models have that same attention to detail and polish that the OG game had. They don't seem to be made by the same artist for sure. I mean, what the is this? Not only that, but then you have the animations. Half the times the mouths aren't synced with the dialogue, and it looks like you're watching a poorly dubbed kung fu film where the dialogue just carries on and the person's mouth is just perfectly static.
The way we see it, the only chance to get to Mama is from within, and soon. We eliminate her, the tower can be returned to the people, and Nola survives.
Mouths are not done well at all in this one, I noticed. And then you have these really messed up plot scripted animations, like this bug person here talking to me, but turning their head 180 degrees in the opposite direction. This person looks over there. What is up with that? Or this gal in the background just looks like maybe suffers from a chronic thyroid condition like Graves' disease, and then just starts writhing her head around like she has advanced stage Parkinson's. I mean, maybe she does have both chronic illnesses, but I somehow doubt the team had this in mind when putting the game together. She keeps doing this weird thing with look at that. What the There are also these bright white grid-like flashes that happen in doorways and on walls and the floors occasionally, and it just really pulls you out of the immersion of the game. I kind of compare the graphics to, okay, remember back when Disney released The Lion King and Aladdin? Well, maybe a lot of you don't. I'm probably dating myself here, but they were masterpieces, at the animated film level. And then super quick, they released these cheaper sequels that went straight to VHS. They weren't terrible movies as far as stories went, but they were just not the same quality as the original films. And this is what this game feels like to me. Then there are the bugs, and you know what? The longer I play this game, the more bugs that pop up. From things like this walker just freezing in one place because it appears it can't step over that tiny ledge on the ground. Buggiest damn game I've played in a long time. Look at this. There's so many bugs. Could she get by? No. To this guy who just starts floating at me face down after I cut his arms off. That arm. There you are. Now what are you gonna do? Whoa! What the heck is it doing? And it disappeared. This is a really bizarre bug too, where you cut off someone's head, but their hair stays on their head. But their head also has hair. So you have this body with this empty shell of hair laying there. It's like I said, this just seems to happen more and more the deeper I get into the game. It's bug in the game. I can't believe this is still happening, where you cut their head off, but their hair stays, but their head, it's like the interactions are also a point of contention with me. I spend so much time being frustrated because the game won't let me pick up or grab what I want to, like this shotgun, for instance. Don't move. God. Okay, it's got the little... There, Jesus. No matter what I did, or which hand I used, it just kept grabbing the weapons on my belt. And this happens all the time. It makes you grab the wrong things, like your gun instead of your flashlight. You end up shooting things accidentally. Or I can't tell you how many times I'm like, no, this isn't what I'm trying to grab. It's just, or trying to put these gloves on. Okay. There we are.
Snow Toad said, so you're not willing to give head.
Well, I could share a little head. Well, okay. Yeah, this is definitely way buggier. I don't... There, Jesus. It's really frustrating. And then there are things that you seem like you should be able to do and you just can't. Like, I should totally be able to stab this gal I just killed in the head to keep her from coming back, but it just won't let me. Just to be on the safe side. What? I can't... Well, that's freaking lame. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna come back. There, now she should not come back. And also, you know, the thing with this game is, you know, every morning the dead increase in numbers and your loot decreases. Well, there do seem to maybe be more walkers, but the loot, no, man. It's the same every time you go back. Every time I go back to the Bird Lounge, there's always the exact same loot in the exact same places. From the cigar on the table, to the ammo on the bed, to the ammo around the bar, to the shotguns on the bar downstairs. It's the same every time. The same enemies always spawn every time too, as far as the humans go. But then this brings me to my biggest gripe of all, and that is the totally brain damaged AI. Man, back with Saints and Sinners, the AI was pretty decent. You make noise or shoot, and the humans, they would come hunt you down, and many times taking me by surprise. The humans have gotten much, much stupider in the future, apparently. Several times I would walk around the corner, I'd see an enemy, and they would see me, or I would shoot them, and I would hit them. They knew I was there, but I would simply duck behind something, and they would instantly forget all about me and go back to mindlessly patrolling. You know, the AI on this game is pretty f***ing stupid. Like, I shot this gal at her at least, a good 4 times, and she just stood there looking at this tree. Oh, there we are. Jesus Christ, they're f***ing stupid. I mean, seriously, that is like some really stupid AI. Or this guy, he saw me first and I started shooting at me, and I ran and ducked around the corner and he instantly forgets I was there. Oh shit! God damn it!
This one wants to eat turds.
Oh my God, they forget about you the minute you... Did you see that? I mean, he came down, he started shooting at me, I ran and I hid back here. For 2 seconds, he forgot about me. That's not good. Or this zombie, I moved all over trying to coax it over the ledge, and you could hear that it's constantly forgetting where I am at, and then it's seeing me, and then it's forgetting me, and then it's seeing me, and then it just forgets me altogether. It's a ledge. Come on, over here. You can do this, right here. Right there. Come on. This way. Come here. It's just him that keeps seeing me. I have to keep... Come on. Come on. Oh.
Paul what? Said I'm not a horror fan.
Oh, I love horror. Come here. Come here. Come on. You can do it. I'll catch you. Come on. Come on. Right here. Not very bright. It's just not even seeing me anymore. Up there. Until I finally gets attention, and then it just stands there blocked by the railing. It's just terrible AI, and I just can't get past this when I'm playing. All of this stuff just completely destroys the tense feeling and immersion that you feel in Saints and Sinners. In the OG game, I remember, it took me a good 3 times of trying to play and then quitting because the atmosphere was so intense and I just felt so stressed out all in that universe. But when all you can see is bugs, bad animations, and brain dead AI, well, it just feels like it's a very unfinished game. Anyway, I just had to get this off my chest, and I hope it helps inform some of you whether or not you want to purchase the game. I personally would hold off and hope that they fix it within the next year or so. I mean, the way it feels to me, they should have waited a year before they launched this game. If you found this helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribe, and tell me about any bugs or issues you ran into, or maybe you love the game and I'm just being way too harsh. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Dr. Greg out.